Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. No, so all of a sudden, IGN, who gave Dragon Age the Veilguard a 9, is all of a sudden saying that the sequel to Inquisition's Dreadwolf story is trapped in an action game with no interest in the past. They gave it a 9. While they also gave the new Mario game, the Brothership, they gave that game a 5. This game is a steaming pile of crap. They give it a 9, and they gave the Mario game a 5. But sure, you know, journalistic integrity, just like Kotaku. There's a line in our Dragon Age Veilguard review that has stuck with me throughout my own playthrough. It's hilarious that no one ever says the word Veilguard out loud across the 100 hours I played of this dialogue-packed campaign. Yep, but you sure as hell hear non-binary many times. Priorities. I played this dialogue, exposing the last-minute marketing pivot for what it was. While I'm nowhere near the 100-hour mark myself, that line is far proving true. That line is so far proving true. Not a single character has mentioned the Veilguard. No, instead you talk about non-binary. You know, priorities. Because why talk about, one of the things that's in the title of the game? Why do that when you can complain about being non-binary? My team of D&D archetype oddballs may collectively be known as such in all the marketing, online articles, and the physical box itself, but within the world of Thetis, they're none the wiser. Imagine Tony Stark and Steve Rogers having no idea the world called them Avengers. That's how odd it is. The name of Rook, Varric Harding, blah blah blah, and definitely do know, though, is Dreadwolf, the mythical moniker of former Dragon Age companion Solus. Yeah, and again, as I've said before, the game was originally called Dragon Age Dreadwolf, but since, this guy wasn't the main, antagonist, and he took backseat to the gods, well, we can't name it Dreadwolf if Dreadwolf isn't even really in it. He poses a threat in the very beginning, and then he kind of shows up later on. He's like, I hope you can understand why I did what I did. We traveled together, fought together. And, whatever bullcrap he says. But, yeah. Yeah, he takes back seats, so they named it Veilguard instead of Dreadwolf. No tie into the game. Let's see, rather than take his place as the villain trespasser promised, Solus is usurped by a much more newcomer-friendly option. While Solus may take considerable space, the Dreadwolf has weirdly been relegated to the position of fantasy Hannibal Lecter, trapped in dreams where he appears only to offer advice. Yeah. Yeah. He's usurped by other dark elven gods, who don't demand any significant prior knowledge as much more newcomer-friendly option. Yeah, they're going with the safer route. Ooh, the gods are the bad ones. Take them down. As our review says, you can practically smell the rewrites. But despite his shift from villain to condescending informant, the story is still dedicated to him in a manner that never feels like a true fit. No, it's not. Just stop. Just stop. The Veilguard crew all appears to be like... No, they don't. But it feels as if I'm being blocked from forging true bonds with them. You want to know why? Because they weren't written well. They are terribly written characters. Like Tosh, everyone's been complaining about her. That bitch is annoying. Just, I'm non-binary. I go by they now. You think I like this? Not being able to feel comfortable in my own body? Those bodies are wrong. They used to have humans in them. Like, she's so freaking annoying. Didn't you guys give it like a 9? Again, they gave the new Mario Brothers the Brothership game a 5, which is bright and colorful, stays true to the Mario RPG style, you know, the Mario and Luigi RPG style. It adds some new mechanics to it, which is great. The battle is, you know, battling solid as usual. Music is great. Characters are lovable. You know, of course, Mario and Luigi together. It's a good game. They gave it a 5. But they give this pile of trash a freaking 9. A 9. Number 9. Number 9. Number 9. Really, everyone else is telling me it's a good, a true return to form. Huh. That's so weird, isn't it? Yeah, and they're all big names. Rolling Stone, GameSpot, Digital Trends, Games Radar. Like, all the people you'd expect. You gave this a 9 and Concord a 7. Black Myth Wukong got an 8 and deserved higher than both these games. When are you going to start being journalists and stop being biased, focusing on access journalism? Worst dialogue writing in any game I've ever seen. So 9 out of 10 equals awkwardly at conflict with itself. I came here for the comments and I was not disappointed. I give the comment section 9 out of 10. The pros, you know, good comments, really good commentary and criticism. Cons, too many comments. You know, to stick with the whole IGN too much water kind of thing. You know, you take something that's supposed to be there and complain about it. So for the comment section, it's too many comments. It's so good it's competing with itself. So why'd you give it a 9 out of 10 in a glowing review? No one believes you about anything anymore. We all know why you gave it a 9. IGN doesn't read their own bullcrap. You gave it glowing reviews. Give the game 9 out of 10 score. Says it's game of the year contender. Best Dragon Age game ever. Best RPG of 2024. Best NPC and so on. After 2 weeks when EA check bounce and you didn't get the money you were paid for the review, you're changing your minds and going 180 on the game. When in doubt. Enjoyable action combat, a fantastical cast of allies with sweeping story arcs. Top-notch, I say nooch. Cinematics and moving, nuanced character. I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry. Nuanced character writing are the wings on which this triumphant dragon soars. If we never get another Dragon Age again, or another Dragon Age, at least it got to go out on a high note. God. Stop. New one. Just why? Dragon Age identifies as Dragon Age. You got Dragon Age Origins. This Dragon Age identifies as Dragon Age. So this is the baseline for a 9.9 out of 10. Are you going to start using decimal increments now? 2025, 9.5 is the new decent game, and 9.9 is great. 9.9.5 will be the new decent game. 9.9.5. Almost there. Dialogues are just god awful. Yeah, no one likes the dialogue. If you play it, it sounds like it was written by a child. Or people who read way too many fanfics on Tumblr. I've said it before and I'll keep saying it. It's like they took they went on Tumblr, found a fanfic, and made a fanfic of that fanfic. The writing is terrible. The flirting with each other, it's like these people have never flirted or been flirted with before. It's absolutely terrible. You know, you're supposed to have romances in the game, and none of it comes off as genuine. None of it comes off as natural. It all just sounds overly just forced. Like the people writing it have never flirted with anyone, and no one's ever flirted with them. It's just, oh, we'll just take the flirting we've seen reading these fanfics, and we'll put that there instead. They are just getting ready to announce it didn't sell well. It didn't sell well. About 500,000 games sold. $70 a game. That's only $35 million in a game that took $400 million or more to make. So it didn't sell well. 30,000 refunds, that's $2 million alone just in revenue loss from refunds. So no, it didn't sell well. No one wants to play this game. No one wants to play it. Shilling for and giving a bang average DEI dripping game a 9 out of 10. Now numerous articles backtracking. So what happened? Is BioWare playing for positive reviews? Or are video game magazines just woefully out of touch with the broader Yeah. Yeah. And it's all because of... But it's a terrible game. You know, and they're sitting here saying, oh, yeah, it's an amazing game, 9 out of 10. But then they're like, oh, it's conflicting with itself, and da 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 da. You know, and saying negative things. It's like, well, then it's not a 9 out of 10. You know, give it your traditional 7 out of 10. But this is what you can get from modern journalistic integrity. None at all. So Kotaku journalistic integrity not found. IGN, same thing. IGN, Polygon, Kotaku, and any other, Eurogamer, any other game journalist outlet. These places used to be looked at as like the go-to places for gaming news because you would actually be able to read about games. Now there's just all biased bull crap and a bunch of oh my god, how this game helped me explore my queer identity. It's like, I don't... Just stop. Just stop. But anyway, they give it a 9 out of 10. Anyway, that's gonna do for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.